Hello, podcast listeners, and welcome back to the SOAR podcast, a global initiative aiming to increase reading rates with audio book trailers, similar to trailers for movies. Our mission is to be able to spark more interest in reading, as well as effectively recommend books to read. Today's episode continues the season's theme, which is book trailers for books that also exist as movies. Today's trailer is for a very popular and imaginative novel that many of you may have heard of, The Bridge to Terabithia. This is one of those books which has clear differences with the movie made for it, but the trailer will be geared towards the book and not what happens in the movie. However, the 2007 movie is excellent and very high rated, so I would recommend watching it, even though I like the book much better. The main protagonist is an 11-year-old boy who likes to run, and his name is Jess Aarons. Jess is insecure because he likes to draw and to paint, though he feels it makes him a sissy and girly because of the other people at school, though this simply isn't true. He wants to win the race and be the fastest, as this would make him feel more secure and proud of himself, as well as avoiding taunting and judgment from others. On the day of the races, a new girl named Leslie, who recently moved next door to Jess, beats everyone in the race. Jess and Leslie become fast and best friends, and even build their own fantasy world in the woods, which they call Terabithia. They spend much of their time playing there, forgetting about issues like kids at school or issues in Jess's family. They are the best of friends, not just spending time together in Terabithia, but in normal life as well. They improve each other, and Leslie really helps Jess to become a more secure person and care less about what others think. Jess gives Leslie a puppy, and Leslie gives Jess an expensive art set for Christmas. Leslie changes Jess's life for the better, and he no longer is bothered by others, even as they taunt his deep friendship with Leslie. One day, the music teacher at school invites Jess to come with her to tour art galleries in Washington, knowing how much Jess loves art. Jess has a perfect day, until he comes home to discover Leslie has died, drowning in the creek that they used to swing across to Terabithia. How will Jess move on? Will he revert to his broken and insecure self? What will happen to Terabithia? And what about Leslie's family? Will Jess be able to deal with this devastation? Read to find out and join this beautiful friendship and journey through grief. For me, it was a very emotional experience reading this book. I loved how Jess was able to grow and develop, and how his friendship with Leslie was able to cultivate this. This book showed just how much impact a person can have on someone else's life, and how it's important to be a good friend to others, helping bring out their best characteristics and suppressing their negative ones, like how Leslie did with Jess's insecurities. I was devastated following the death of Leslie, and even cried, so I would make sure that you will be able to handle this if reading the book or watching the movie. Though I would say the story overall is very positive and powerful. This book is full of friendship, hope, love, development, growth, change, imagination, creativity, bonds, and is truly a book that I would recommend. Thank you for listening. I implore you to soar.